What's up, you guys? It's DL at 926 here, and what do you know? We have a two-game winning streak. I can't believe it. We haven't had a two-game winning streak since last year after Daniel Jones' first two starts in the NFL. Man, this team, it was a great overall effort by this team as a whole. Offensively, defensively, special teams. Our punter punted the ball great today, put the defense in great field position all day long. The only negative I could say about the defense was, we had a hard time stopping the run. Sitting here looking at the stats, I didn't get a chance to watch the game today, but I was on Bad Dog and Chris's live stream that they had. So they always keep me engaged on what's actually going on during the game. But Miles Sanders had like 5.7 yards a carry, if I'm not mistaken. It was either 5.7 or 5.1, something like that. But that was really the only thing that this defense didn't do well today. And honestly, it's probably like the only knock on this team that I have today as a whole. The team just played great. It was a great overall effort by this team, and I couldn't be any more prouder of this team and the way they played today. It's been a complete turnaround as far as what we saw earlier in the season, and this team has definitely shown signs of life, and they look like they're heading in the right direction. And it sucks the bye week is this week coming up, because all the momentum is on the Giants' side right now, and I really feel like they could do some damage in the NFC East definitely after this bye week, as long as they continue to play the same way they're playing right now. This team could definitely contend for this NFC East division championship. Now Philly's gonna have to lose some games, and Dallas is getting some pieces back on their offensive line. Andy Dalton's gonna be back. I still wouldn't count the Cowboys out. Yes, they have a horrible defense, but it's going to be interesting. These three teams going down the stretch, it's going to be very interesting. But we'll see what happens. Honestly, I think the Giants are playing the best football out of basically all the teams in NFC East, hands down. There's no question about that. So, but we've got some tough games coming up. Seattle, Arizona, the Cincinnati game. Regardless of what Cincinnati did today against the Steelers in piss poor weather conditions, I wouldn't even pay attention to that. Joe Burrow and that offense is going to be a tough team to stop. Don't automatically think that's going to be a win by any means. But can we beat them? Yes. But yeah, Daniel Jones played great today. This guy over the past couple of weeks, even the past 3 weeks, you can really start to see what Daniel Jones can be as a quarterback in this league, and why I've basically stuck behind him and have believed in his talent. Ever since he stepped on the field last year. This guy, he made all the right decisions today. He never really put the ball in harm's way. He made a couple tight throws that that were tough throws to make, that were in tight windows. But he put the ball where it needed to be. Didn't put it in harm's way. No interceptions, no fumbles. Played a great all-around game. Should have had two rushing touchdowns. Had one for what was that one? I think it was like a 40-yard run that he had on the touchdown on the one play. But yeah, 21 of 28, a rushing touchdown. Should have been 2. What more could you ask from your quarterback? Yeah, you'd like to see him throw a couple of, passing touchdowns. But, the man put up 27 points. What can we say? What can we say about Daniel Jones? He did everything he needed to do today, and there's not one negative thing that anybody can say about Daniel Jones coming out of this game or the past couple of games that he has played. I want all this talk about drafting a QB to just completely end. It just needs to be put on the back burner, and let's not talk about the rest of the season. Let's watch this kid grow as the season goes on, and let's see what kind of quarterback he becomes as time goes on, especially with this coaching staff that we have right now. And I think he's starting to figure out this playbook that Jason Garrett has. And I think he's definitely in line for some big things in the future. That's the way I view the kid. That's the way I've always viewed the kid. Like I've said in videos past, I just think he needs to just eliminate the bad throws under pressure, and just get to learn the game. And he just still has a lot to learn as a quarterback in the NFL. And I feel like every single day he's just absorbing more and more information. He's getting smarter and smarter at playing the quarterback position. And you definitely saw in this play today. Great job by Daniel Jones. Kid, I'm with you every step of the way. I want nothing more but your success. and keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm very proud of you. The running game, Wayne Gallman. Wayne Gallman just continues to run hard. And honestly, you know, Wayne Gallman, he has done this since he's been here. Wayne Gallman has always run the ball hard. You know, he's never played behind the greatest offensive line that's going to be opening, that opens up holes for him. And he's always done, you know, what he could do with what he had. But, I mean, now that you see him with a halfway decent line in front of him, you can see what Wayne Gallman can do and how physical he is when he explodes through that line of scrimmage and he gets to that defense and he gets to that second level of that defense, just how much of an impact he can have, man. When he drops a shoulder on them or he decides to spin off one of their tacklers, I mean, Wayne Gallman can drop the hammer on you, man, when you come up to tackle him. He's always been that way since we had him. You know, we're just, like I said, we're just actually starting to see his true potential also as a running back. Wide receiver-wise, you know, our wide receivers stepped up today. I know Slayton had, like 93 or 94 yards, I think, on 6 catches or something like that. Golden Tate stepped up today. He made some plays. What did Slayton have? Slayton had 5 receptions for 93 yards on 7 targets. Sterling Shepard had 6 for 47. Sterling played pretty well. You know, I've been critical of Shepard in the past, but, you know, he definitely stepped up and made some plays today. He had 6 targets, 6 catches, 47 yards. Golden Tate only had 2 catches, but his yards per catch average was obviously over 20 because he had 44 yards. So, I mean, that's definitely good. That's good enough from your third wide receiver option. Evan Ingram, he had a couple drops in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I mean, I'm just going off what I heard from Chris and Bad Dog and basically the highlights that I saw today after the game was over. But I know Ingram had a couple drops. I'm not surprised. But Ingram had, 2 catches for 15 yards. So Caden Smith also got in the action, 2 catches for 12. So offensively, I'm extremely pleased with what I saw. And you know, I couldn't ask any more from what I got out of them today. I'm very pleased with the offensive effort. And just the overall game plan and how they laid it out. And the way that they just... You know, they just, you know, basically went through the whole offensive game plan throughout the whole entire game. I mean, I thought they did a great job at it. A masterful job at it. All right, defensively, I want to say Leonard Williams probably had another sack today. Did he? No? I felt like I heard Leonard Williams' name the whole entire game. Leonard Williams has been awesome for us, man. And I made a video before the season started when everybody was talking about how people wanted Jadeveon Clowney. And I was like, you know, I feel like we already have a Jadeveon Clowney-like player on this roster. And it's the guy we traded for last year, who we gave a 3rd-round pick for. And that's, you know, Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams has showed you what kind of impact player he can be on that defensive line. And he has done it time and time and time again. And he just makes the players around him that much better. Well, the past couple of games, you know, the defensive line, as far as stopping the running game, hasn't been the best, but, you know, he definitely improves the run defense. And as you've seen this year, you know, he gets to the quarterback. I think he's got, 5 sacks on the season, but, you know, I'm extremely happy with Leonard Williams, and I hope they re-sign this guy, and I hope in the future, you know, in the draft coming up, that we put a pass rusher next to him, because I would love to see Leonard Williams lined up next to a explosive pass rusher coming off the edge for this defense. I mean, that would be a very dominant force to have on the left or right side of the defensive line. But yeah, let's see who else did something. Jabril Peppers had a half a sack. He had two tackles for a loss. Let me see. Dexter Lawrence had a sack. Okay. Let's see who else did anything. Nobody else really did anything that stood out. Tackle-wise, Logan Ryan was the team leader in tackles today, 6 tackles. So, a member of our secondary led a team in tackles. But yeah, I mean they stopped Travis Fulgham. You know, Goddard really didn't do much. I think he had 4 catches for 30 yards. Who else? Jalen Reagor didn't do much. Alshon Jeffrey, his first game back, I don't even think I heard his name very much throughout the whole entire broadcast of the game. Honestly, I don't even think I heard his name at all. But, I mean, Jeffrey's basically done, man. He doesn't have much left in the tank. But yeah, I mean, the only person that really did, the only two people that really did damage against us was, Boston Scott. Like always, Boston Scott always kills the New York Giants for some reason. We just cannot stop this little bastard. But it is what it is. We got the win today, so it doesn't matter. I don't give a damn if he scored this time. We won the game. Boston Scott, good for you. You got yours today. I don't care. Whatever. We don't have to play you anymore this year. Good riddance. Unless we see you guys. I'm not even going to think about that. There's no way that would even happen. Us play the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs. It wouldn't happen. There's no way. But, yeah, Miles Sanders, he had a pretty good game. He's running the ball up the middle on us all day long. They were gashing our defense up the middle, which I was kind of surprised. But, I mean, that was really their most effective way to actually get any offense going against us, was just running the ball up the middle. And Doug Peterson really didn't stick to it. So, I mean, he was constantly asking, Carson Wentz to throw the ball. And against the secondary, the Giants just proved to be the better of the two. So, it was a great overall win. I'm so happy we finally ended this freaking losing streak against the Eagles. I'm just as happy as any other Giants fan out there. I mean, it feels great to have a 2-game winning streak under your belt. It sucks that we can't watch them this weekend coming up. I'm definitely disappointed by that. I want to see them get their 3rd win in a row. I almost wish that we had a COVID issue earlier on in the season, so we would have already used our bye week up. But I mean, I shouldn't even say that. That's not right. But I mean, this bye week, it does come at the perfect time. Our players need to get rested up, and so we can get ready. So we can get ready for what's remaining left in the season. Because like I said, we've got some tough games coming up, and we've got a division title to contend for. So hopefully we keep on playing the way we do, and we just keep on stacking up wins, and we get ourselves up there at the top of this division, and we can carry some momentum into the playoffs if we can somehow get there. That's all I'm hoping for. I love the way this team is playing right now. I love the way Joe Judge is coaching this team right now. I hope you guys are enjoying it just as much as I am. And, that's it for the video. I hope you guys have a good night. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in and checking out my content as always. All right, see ya. Bye.